Hello Taurus, and welcome to your weekly reading, guys. So this week we are doing release and receive. I always find this to be really fascinating, kind of like they're really beneficial in a way because they kind of give you some perspective on what maybe you just need to release, and it's not like for the rest of your life. It could just be for this week, just energy that you've been working towards. I also sometimes get the message that maybe something you've been working on, you've been putting your energy towards that, you're going to be able to release that because it's coming to fruition. So you're going to release that. And then what's the receive? So there's always something that either the energy of a situation or a circumstance is about to be released. And that's either you're going to be asked to release it or you're being told that it's being released through, things happening outside of what you can control. And because that energy is shifting, there's some new receive coming in. So let's see what that is. Starting with the Energy Oracle deck. So release and receive for Taurus. Release and receive for Taurus. Oh, interesting. Your underline is patience. I'll tell you. You guys would be good at that though. You're Taurus. If anyone is patient, I know sometimes they get in the comments like, I'm not patient, Cindy. My rising is this or my moon is that. I'm just getting all the cards out here just to make it work. I watch myself sometimes and think, God, how do you guys have the patience to watch me? It took me forever to get the message out because I kind of do it like I do these cards and I do that. I just want to share with you as I go. So I'm going to try to be like really professional. Get everything out. And then we're going to look at the reading. Okay, so what I've done so far, the cards I've used so far are my Energy Oracle deck, my Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck, and now I'm going into the Wild Unknown Animal Tarot deck. Okay, Taurus. So, I'm going to show you what you got. The release. And this is why I like to get all the cards out. So, like what? So, the release. You're releasing the Angel of Love and the Tiger energy. This feels like to me, with something that you had or been working on, is something that you have a lot of feelings towards, something that you wanted to move towards, something that you really had your eye set on here, something that you were really, really focused on. So you're releasing that. You're releasing that. And the receive though, so this is the interesting thing. The receive is a thinking woman, and the swan. It's quite different energy, isn't it? Angel of Love, you can almost say like woman of love or thinking or love, like it's two feminines here. It's two feminine aspects of yourself. So this one, the love, I want to say what you were moving towards, maybe romantically or feeling guided towards, to release that. The thinking woman with the swan is really going in, like within. The swan is taking a deep dive. It's looking at yourself, looking at your reflection and seeing who you are. So taking yourself out of your feels basically and going into your head. but not completely out of your feels, because if you're doing the swan, you know, you're not totally out of your feels. I think your feels are to be directed to you is the difference here, because this is looking at something. This is wanting to get something. This is a very fiery energy. And it might have been like, you know, those situations are very different now than what they were like a month or two ago. So maybe whatever it is that you want, like you physically can't move towards it, or you can't. And I'll tell you, because one of the cards that came out on that side was a devil card. So it does feel like there's an underlying energy here of becoming almost toxic for you. Becoming almost toxic. So this is the feelings within, looking at you within. If you're going to connect with any feelings right now, it's connecting with your own feelings, going within yourself here. The underlines are really interesting. This is like a healing time. The underline here for this energy oracle deck is patience. It's been coming out so much lately. So yeah, patience. It's like the Temperance card. All in due time. Everything has its time. And this is the time for you. The Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck is Dolphin. This is karmic healing energy. So you're going into a cycle right now that's all about really healing you. It's about healing you. This is an energy. You're exiting something because the devil is there, and it's very big because we also have the world. So I'm going to show you what those are. But just to kind of give you the gist of the reading, it is exiting an energy that seems to be creating sort of a toxic energy within you, to release that so that you can do, it's like if there's a rebirth here. There's definitely a rebirth. So these are, well, I almost flipped them. These are the cards that are part of your release. Try to get them all up. Sorry. The Devil, the World, and the Six of Wands, that is. So it feels like that something, because this tiger is a very aggressive tiger. This is the top alpha. This is like really trying to go after something that you really want. Really being so focused on it that it feels like there's a new beginning here for you, where you were trying for a new beginning, trying to get into a better energy, trying to go somewhere better than where you were, but trying so hard that it almost becomes toxic for you. It's burning you up. It's not helping. It's burning you from the bottom up. It's not allowing you to be free. Like you're almost a prisoner to whatever it is that you were feeling or doing. It's like pushing a new cycle to come in with the world. Like the devil was pushing this. Like the devil energy was trying to push this new cycle, this new beginning, this brand new start in something. But you can't do that with the world energy. Like this is something the universe works on for us. It's like, no, it's not the right time, which is why we have, you know, the patience here. It's not the right time. It's not what you're supposed to be doing right now. So the cards, now the cards that you got in for your receive that are linked with the Thinking Woman and the Swan. Very interesting. The first one is the Hermit. And the Hermit is about thinking. The Hermit is about going within. It's exactly what the Thinking Woman and the Swan are saying. It is going within, is going on that journey, pulling into your shell, perhaps, looking at yourself, looking for guidance from you. And honestly, this isn't the first time I've had a reading like this where the message is sort of like not even, you know, stop watching these YouTube things, or stop watching this, or stop watching me. I know it's not the thing to say, but sometimes you have to, because this is about going within for what it is you want, finding your own internal guidance, finding your own compass. It's popping into my head here, finding your own compass so that you know which way you want to go, which way you really want to go here. And when you do that, then you have your rebirth. Then you do. The Judgment card is the rebirth. So it's as if whatever you were doing in the past, you were trying to make a rebirth, trying to make a new cycle here, trying to push a cycle, or trying to fight against a cycle. There was something going on here that just felt like Karmically, it wasn't good. And I you know, the dolphin is here. The dolphin is here as an underline, and this is like healing karmic energy. So this is a healing karmic cycle that you're trying to be guided into, because the cycle you were in was not healing you. And maybe it was creating heavy karma as well with the devil card. So it's time to release that. It's time to release that. And then after the Judgment card, we have the Three of Wands. So opportunities. Once you have your rebirth, then you have opportunities and possibilities and expansion and growth right there. So they're good. The order of the cards are really nice. So these are three really nice cards to come into your receive. And why not? Isn't it the perfect time to do Hermit? Like, it really is. If there was ever a good time to do the Hermit mode, it's right now. You know, a lot of us typically, if you're going through something that's heavy or difficult or a big cycle change in your life, you still got to go to work every day. You still got to get the kids to soccer. You just go to this, that. Anyone who's going through like a really big change in their life right now, it's almost a gift from the universe to be able to just take a time out. It may not always feel like it. Sometimes it might feel like you're just you're in quarters that are too close, even for you, like, because it's your energy, it's you, and you have to face it, you have to look at it. So the next underlying card for the tarot aspect is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is the card that I like to say in the deck is like, it's the single card, but it's someone who has everything that they really need, except perhaps the Ten of Pentacles. They may find that, you might find that. But with the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about self-nurturing, self-care, looking after you. I always say you got to put that oxygen mask on first before you can help anyone else sitting beside you or on the plane. If it's going down, you're going to have a rebirth here. And the rebirth is really about looking after yourself first. Looking after your health, and I want to say physical health, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. And it's a pentacle. So it's tangible, it's real, it's here, right? You're Taurus, you're all about the pentacles. And that's the only pentacle card that came out. It's actually quite a bit of major arcana that has come out. So it seems like you are in a very big point in a cycle shift in your life. But you can't do the judgment until you've really gone within. And when you go within, that is like without distraction. That is without distraction. No one else can fit in this shell. No one else can get into that shell with you. Only you can. Very grounded energy. This is very Taurus energy for me. Well, I know it's the Hermit, but the way it's depicted in this, like it would typically be, I was going to say Capricorn, but Virgo energy is the Hermit in the tarot, but it really feels like your energy to me right now, just being so grounded and almost stubborn. You know, with a big bull. You ever watch Dr. Pole? You can't push a bull. You really can't. Or pull one. Even a cow. Yeah, I worked on a dairy farm. They're very big and heavy. And it's all that weight on those little pokey feet that can really dig in the ground. It's not going anywhere. This turtle is not going, whoops. This turtle is not going anywhere. And there's no other influence here but your own. I think that's the important key. There's no other influence here but your own. To get on your journey, to get on your path, to get to a point where you can have growth and expansion here, you have to go through this. Let's see what the teeny tiny tarot tells us. Could also have been like you may have been giving, and like now up to this point, a lot of yourself to other people with this Angel of Love card. You may have been focusing a lot of what you had to give on others. And I think now it's time that might be going beyond what is healthy for you with the Devil card. That is another way to look at this also, is that you may have been giving an awful lot of yourself to others, but right now you are moving into an energy cycle where it's for you to receive time for you, to look into you, to look after you. This world here. I'm really curious about it. It feels like, well, the world is often about a massive change in a cycle, an ending of a very significant cycle in your life, but also the beginning of a new very significant cycle in your life. It can be about travel sometimes. I don't know how much it is right now. If you were thinking about traveling, right, release that. You're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. The world. Because with this devil card here, it looks like you were trying to push something. The Five of Swords and the King of Swords here is this cycle change. It's almost like some sort of new truth and needing to walk away from it, or new truth and wanting to walk away. Or wanting to walk away from the Five of Swords, from the King of Swords, which could be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. Or somebody who's just very like business-like right now. Or you have to be very business-like in this situation. And whereas maybe you've been putting too much of your emotional self into this also. So it's kind of an indicator that this cycle change is about thinking. Because the King of Swords is all about thinking and clarity in the mind. And what is, you know, what does this receive as the thinking woman? But thinking on a very nurturing level, because it is feminine energy. There's a thinking woman and a thinking man. I don't know what he does in this room. I am making a video. So quiet, my son. And then as soon as I'm going to do a video, honey, so let's be quiet. Boom, bang, brain. There's going to be distractions and outside noises in my videos for a little while, I think. Yeah. The devil. Something like, yeah, it feels like whatever this angel of love signifies for you. I'm not going to pull a card on it because I think it can be a couple of different things for everybody. It's a general reading. I do feel for some of you, it is a romantic connection trying to move towards it with this tiger energy. Others of you, I feel like you may have been involved with the tiger energy too, who wanted a lot from you and you were always giving a lot. And it's time to release that. You need to give to yourself right now. But the devil card. So the Three of Cups, you were trying to make this happy and fun. You were trying to make this happy and fun. And then the secondary one that came out as well as the Queen of Cups. So almost like, yeah, trying to push love. It's all about cups. And the Angel of Love. So somehow trying to push this love and feelings is becoming toxic to you. You're also needing it in this business-like energy. You may have been offering your cup to a situation or person or circumstance that was not receiving it with the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. So it was being cut off. So it's time to move your energy away from that. So, where are you going? What does this receive? Let's get more about this receive. This is, the Judgment to me is always like the most interesting. I mean, the Hermit, we know what you need to do. You need to go with wind. But what could this Judgment be? It's a rebirth, right? It will be a rebirth. So when you see me picking cards out, it's because they flipped over. It's not like I'm... Although you can do that. You can read tarot by randomly picking cards out too. There's so many different ways to do it. Okay. Wow. Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Justice card. This rebirth is all about, for one thing, it is getting a rebalance in your finances. Totally being rebalanced in your finances. So... maybe you weren't focusing on that because you were focusing on something else over here. You were focusing with all these cups and the Angel of Love, with the Devil, and meeting the Swords. It was like you were focused on feelings and emotions, romance, love. And some stuff may have been forgotten here, like looking after you. And there's so many different elements to that as well. With the Six of Pentacles, and then the Devil is freeing yourself. There it is. The Devil was over here. And this Judgment is about freeing yourself, finally getting the balance and the equality in your life that you need with the Justice card. You have to free yourself from feeling trapped in this situation or this way of thinking, at least, or how you've been giving of yourself, what you have been giving of yourself, how you've been making offers in life up to this point. At least in this cycle, I'm not saying life, your whole life, Taurus, how you've been doing it is wrong. No, gosh, no. It didn't come out right. I know, I'm just human, stuff comes out, man. The Three of Wands, right? There's that growth and expansion, the potential. I really get the potential with this card. All the potential, finally coming into alignment so you can kind of harness it. Hold it tight within and get ready to let it expand. So what is this Three of Wands? What is this Three of Wands for Taurus? This Three of Wands for Taurus? Oh, the Page of Wands. So there, look, a new beginning. And swans, passion, desire. Going for your creative aspect, creating creativity, I'm hearing. Like, it's just creating new things where there wasn't anything before because you had to clear the energy. So you receive, what you're being asked to release and receive here is to release what has been feeling toxic to you. You're going to know it, and it's got something to do with your feelings and your emotions towards something. It could be someone that you're looking after, could be someone that you're trying to pursue. Whatever it is, it's become toxic to you, and it feels like you were meeting a wall. Because this feels like a wall. It's like you've been trying to do this. You've been trying to do this. The cups, the happiness, let's have a good time, and this is what you're meeting. Right, so you're not on the same level of something else right now. So it's time for you to receive this moment of karmic healing. It's a moment of karmic healing by going within. I'm going to pull one more clarifier for the swan. Some stuff to look at in this. Wow, big stuff to look at. Stuff to look at is the Death card, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles. So big disruptive ending. There may have been something that ended very abruptly in your life. And then the new beginning on the other side of that. So maybe you're still stuck in the ending and you've got to get to the new beginning here. Yeah, because Taurus, there's very few pentacles here. There's very little of your energy. You know, I'm reaching for it to find it in the Hermit, and I do see it in there, but it's not officially your card. There's Capricorn, there's Libra, there's Virgo. Yeah, there's Capricorn twice. And patience. Perhaps something that has ended abruptly for you. You've been pushing so fast for the new beginning that kind of became toxic, where you haven't given yourself time to heal and go within and nurture yourself and learn about yourself again. If there's been a big ending, you always really need to kind of learn about yourself again. Who were you in the past? Where are you right now? And where would you like to be in the future? For yourself, for who you are, on a deeper level. And even on a level of, making goals for yourself down the road. So what's at the bottom? Oh my gosh, isn't that funny? The Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom. Which I just talked about, because you had that on the bottom here. So it does feel like you will move towards a very balanced energy. Looking really fine too. Like looking good, doing it really well. The Nine of Pentacles is all about that. It's, look at this. I like that because we have underneath the Nine of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles. So reversing that, right? Like reversing this out of the cold energy and going into this Nine of Pentacles energy. Independent, doing your thing, and looking really good doing it. Looking really good doing it. What's I gonna get? Oh yeah, I can't remember if I did it for the other ones. I did a quick, just a message of guidance, although this is pretty much a message of guidance. What to do right now? What to do right now? I was actually feeling really tired, and I thought, I don't know if I should do a reading today. So I pulled cards and I said, what should I do? And I got the High Priestess in the World. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I better do videos. And I kind of feel better actually after doing it. So, you know, it's good to, what should you do right now? Let's see. What should Taurus do right now? What should they do right now? I just got someone said, I should go to the fridge and get a snack. Yeah, that sounds good. Taurus. And find something on Netflix, right? It's all sorts of stuff on Netflix. Although there's a lot of stuff, but I don't know how much of it is good, to be honest. All right. Let's see. What should Taurus do? The Ace of Cups. Start a new beginning, but I want to say that new beginning from everything else here is really about inside. It's really about inside. Your Ace of Cups is inside. What is going with that? Because I got 2 cards. Oh, see? The 5 of Pentacles is at the bottom, is with that. I was going to give you 2 cards because I got 2 cards of guidance today. So the Ace of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. This is telling me too to believe in that there are new beginnings. If you've gone into this energy, this 5 of Pentacles, because this is what it's all about, is kind of reversing that energy into the 9 of Pentacles. That there's a new beginning here. There is definitely a new beginning for you. Yeah, look. The Knight of Cups is at the bottom. New opportunities just around the corner. Okay, Taurus. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for that reading. And until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.